afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's video we are tedding. So you've seen there the first couple of wee clips. We just got the tether hooked on, we pumped the wheels on it. It hasn't been used at all this year, so we pumped the wheels on it. I greased, just put a shot of grease into everything around the tether itself, and a quick very light hose down on it. Now it needs a more thorough wash down, which we will give it. Might get that done tomorrow, Saturday, so we'll see how that works out. So this is mode. You've seen in the last video we got it dropped on Wednesday evening. We didn't touch it at all yesterday, Thursday, because it was a rather dull day. Warm, good breeze, but quite dull, and it just wasn't worth touching. So we left it set, and now this afternoon, on Friday afternoon, we're tedding it out, and it's tedding up very nice. There's lots of dry pieces showing up in it, which is very good. Yeah, Malone tether's working well. We have it now. Anyway, this is probably maybe about the fourth season we've had it, I think. Third or fourth season, and we're very happy with it. It does a good job. It does a lovely even spread on grass, which is what you want. It doesn't tend to ball up the crop like some rakes or some tethers do. It doesn't rope the grass. The way it's designed, it pulls the grass apart. Even if it's knotted and wet of itself, it'll pull it apart and leave a nice even spread. So yeah, we get a bit of footage of it now at the back window in a second. I'm also going to stick the drone off and get a wee bit of footage of the drone working. Before we do that, you might have seen over the last number of months, myself and Adrian over at iFound, we've a little bit of a war of words going on over John Deere versus Caseih, and you might see that he's having a little bit of difficulty over the last week or so trying to get his tractor split. Now I think eventually he did, but you know things is bad when the tractor itself refuses to let itself be fixed, that it's had enough of life and it just wants to stay broke. Also, I have a little story about myself and Caseih. I remember, you might know, we spent a bit of time in America over the years, and we've got relations out there, and they're into farming. So myself and Dad usually goes out there every couple of years, sometimes every year, and we do a bit of touring around out there and visiting farms. And quite a few friends built up out there. But on one of our first trips that we went out there, of course, we were visiting some of the John Deere dealers and a couple of ones local to where we were staying, and in around them looking at tractors and in around the stores, and just get a tour of the place more or less, which is fantastic. And we're driving along the road and we come across this Caseih dealership, which was kind of out in the middle of nowhere. Not that busy, of course, being Caseih, so pulled up outside and we were looking around to see what scrap they had in the forecourt, and we got a look at all the scrap that they had, and we went inside. There was nobody outside looking at any of the new tractors. We went inside. Now the stores was very busy, there was a lot of people there buying spare parts and stuff, so queue out the door, just to be expected. But we were in there then, they were kind of looking at us. You probably knew that we were tourists, and decided, geez, maybe we better buy something, or it looked like we're going to buy something. So you can see, I seen a nice enough, it was like a Caseih polo shirt. I bought the polo shirt, and I talked more about it in the wardrobe at home for probably 6 months, and I don't know where I was going somewhere anyway, and decided to wear it. And it's the worst thing I ever done. I got kicked, I got punched, I got knocked to the ground, bullied, and that was before I even left the house. Team Green! Team Green! Okay, so we are on tedding number 3. This third tedding that we've given it. Yesterday we tedded it out for a second time. I didn't bother recording any of that because it is kind of just a repeat process, and I just said we'd do a video update today and see how it's going, and it is going very well. Hay is coming in fairly quickly. Yesterday, again, another warm day. Not a huge amount of sunshine. Sunshine was kind of intermittent, but a lot of cloud cover, but very warm and a breeze. Today again is much the same. It's about 20-21 degrees now today. Not much sunshine, but a strong breeze, and it's still drying the hay out fairly quickly. So forecast is that there'll be some sunshine in the afternoon. So what I'm doing is, it's just things around 12:30. I'm tedding it out now. Up top of it is completely dry. Still turning up some green bits, which we'll check out now in a moment. I'll stop and we'll get out and just have a look and see how it's doing. But it is turning up some green bits, and if sunshine comes out later, I will come back down and I'll tell it out again in the afternoon. So yeah, it's coming in quickly. I think, I was hazard to guess, to be ready on Tuesday. Don't think it'll just be ready on Monday, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, well, so what I'll do is I'll stop now at the end of this row and we'll have a look at the untedded and tedded parts and see how it's all doing. Alright, so quick look at the hay. You can see we've only a small bit left to ted in this field. There's a strip down here still to be done, but you can see what hasn't been tedded yet is that lovely white June hay look about it. June hay, it's nicer than any other hay. Lovely, there's a lovely smell of this as well. Overall, you can see on the tedded bits there is a few bits that's coming out, maybe a little bit on the green side still. So but again, if it gets tedded a couple of times today, that should more or less sort that out. You can see here, if we just dig down here, it'll pull up. You can see there's a few bits there now, so they need to be all tedded up now and get them drying out. So yeah, gets 4 hours, hopefully a wee bit of sunshine then in the afternoon as well. Should make a huge difference to it. But yeah, going well. We'll keep at it and get the rest of this tedded out, and yeah, we'll see how it does in the next few hours. Alright, so you remember last week at the silage I said you can never rely on the weather in this country for anything. It'll always let you down. There we go again. It rained. Very little sun today. Forecast to be the hottest day of the year. Wall to wall sunshine. Sun never made an appearance today at all. All we've had is high cloud cover, and then about a half an hour, 45 minutes ago, it started to rain. Lasted for about, well, it's a little more, about an hour ago it started to rain. Lasted for about 45 minutes or so. On and off. Got a little bit heavier, ease off. Heavier, ease off. Enough to wet the ground anyway. Not ideal for the hay. What do you do? Just have to see what it does over the coming few days. Forecast still isn't too bad for the week, so we're not going to just panic yet. But obviously, only got one turning today. It turned up all those big green wet lumps. They'll have gotten dried out just in time then to get wet down again. But if it's a good enough day tomorrow, it will lift most of the moisture off it. We'll turn it and we'll get it back drying again. So we'll see what it does. Anyway, 3650. A few questions on what is going on with it. Well, wheels are all off. We've taken all the wheels off it. The wheels are, we've got tyres stripped off it, and the wheels are away now getting shot blasted. They're going to be painted up, and we're getting those ready. A few other things going on then, kind of behind the scenes. We've got a bucket here filled up with bolts and stuff that are going to go away to get replated. Some done in the gold, some done in the silver. But yeah, we're just kind of getting some stuff ready for that. Yeah, it's just more or less, these are from the dishes of the wheels. Wheel studs, which aren't too bad. There's plenty of gold still on them, but we're going to send them away and get them all redone anyway. We'll send away the pin as well that holds the top link, and we'll take a few other things off. So that's this week. We're going to start to get stuff ready for that when we're not working at this hay. Yeah, selection of bolts. The likes of these ones here on the bracket that holds the front mudguards. There's 2 bolts there. Come around this side. There's 3 bolts here. We're just going to pull all them off and yeah, we'll get them ready for going away, and we'll get them done too. We'll maybe take out the likes of these here as well. You know, it's kind of done by weight, and there is a kind of a minimum charge on them. We've got stuff done before. I know if you send a lot of stuff down, it doesn't cost that much to get it all done, replated, and makes a huge difference to it. But yeah, we'll be pulling all that stuff off. So that's something that's going on. Yeah, wheels are away to get shot blasted. We've also sent away the mud guards. The mud guards, there was a wee damage on the mud guard. We got it fixed. So the bottom of them was just all like bits of rust. It could have been sanded down, but it would be a better job if it was shot blasted. So we're going to get all the rust taken off that. The bonnet didn't need anything done. The step didn't need anything done to it. Have I seen it? What else can I show you? The roof. Remember there was a couple of damages on the roof. Hold on a second. I get a light here. A couple of damages on the roof. The roof was sent away and professionally plastic welded. A super job done on it. So you can see all nicely fixed, completely fixed, and very well done. Also, we've got a couple of strengtheners put in here as well. See where the two holes come through? There's two holes here, bolts with a washer goes on there, and holds the cab onto the roof. Holds the roof onto the cab, and it's kind of not really weak, but thought it'd be a good job if we got something done to it that would just strengthen it up. So that's kind of what we done. Turn off the light. So there's a couple of things kind of going on behind the scenes. What else are we getting done? Sent the toolbox away to get shot blasted. It's in great condition, but stone chips and stuff like that on. So we're going to get that done. We'll get it repainted. Yeah, so that's basically what's going on with some of the stuff. Alright, so another thing we're going to do on the 3650 is we'll take this cover off. There is a shaft. There's a shaft or a bar, I'm not actually sure. Not a mechanical expert on them, but there's two split pins on either side. If one of them split pins comes off, it can leave a little bit of play in the gear lever. It kind of floats then rather than holding position. So yeah, we'll have a look at it and I'll show you that when we do get it off. If everything's okay, fine, no problem. But if it needs a couple of split pins, they're only a couple of euro a piece to put them on it if they've come off. So it's better check it down the cab's off. It's only a few bolts. There's I think an O-ring and a gasket that goes back on it, and they're not that expensive to buy them. So we're going to check that when everything's off as well. But yeah, I want to get moving on this. I want to get the 3650 back, that it's in a usable state. I want to get finished. So I'm going to be pushing on with that now over the next 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks. Get it done and have it back in use and be ready for the next bout of hay if the weather plays ball. So that's kind of just a wee bit of an update on it and just what's happening on it. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Hopefully the next video you see, I'm going to put this video up on a Monday, so hopefully the next video that you see will be the David Brown on the hay bob, rolling up hay and baling it up with the round baler. If not, could be wrapping it. So we'll see what happens. It's all going to depend on what happens from up there. If you're already subscribed, don't forget to hit the sub button, leave a like in the video, comment down below. See you in the next video. Take care.